So, it's another day, another bus trip, and the Marys are travelling further around Donegal. Let's find out how they're doing so far, okay?
My name's Lindsay Durley, I'm from Edinburgh. I'm really having a great time. It's been fantastic.
Last year I was asked to win as the Dungloe Mary, and I was just home from Russia, a 10-day trip Irish dancing and straight into hospital with appendix. So that ended last year. So this year, when it came up again, I was delighted to be asked and, of course, accepted. So I'm having a great time.
I'm from a little town in Pennsylvania. It's Wilkes-Barre, and this trip means a lot to me. It would be icing on the cake if I win, but I mean, it's really the big prize is the trip coming over here and getting to meet everyone and seeing all different things.
There's more pressure on Frances than there is on me because she's actually from Dungloe and she's acting as hostess for the week.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit more pressure. I mean, for instance, last night I was a lot more nervous than I was the previous nights because there was a lot of Dungloe people in the audience, you know.
I couldn't believe that there were sheep on the side of the road and sheep have the right of way. That blew my mind. And I love the people. The people that we're staying with, they're great. They're like our mom and dad away from home. They're buttoning us up before we leave. So that's really nice. I love it. I really like the people. They're very fun.
Well, I found a seat here next to the Derry Mary. Her name is Kelly. Kelly, how are you finding it so far?
It's been really good fun during the week. We've been doing a lot of touring. It's been really good crack in the pubs.
And so Kelly from Derry and the rest of the Marys continued on their merry way to Celtic Weave in Ballyshannon and over to Tyrone to see the crystal being cut. This is the main street of Dungloe, where the local traders get a chance to cash in on their very wise investment to the tune of almost £2 million during the festival, at a time when tourism is supposed to be going through a recession. And behind me is Sweeney's Hotel, where 25 years ago Mrs. Sweeney got together the local committee and started the whole thing. I wish I was in the sweet Dungloe. Mary from Dungloe was the massive hit for the Emmett Spiceland, which inspired the change of name for the festival. Daniel Gallagher was the first director of the event.
We had the scenery, we had the potential, we had everything that we really needed, and we just merely wanted something to give it a focal point. I hope the festival stands for everything that's good in this area, for family values, for the environment, for everything that we have to offer in this place.
If we had no festival here, Dungloe would just fade off the map and fade into oblivion. What you got here is a festival that takes up huge interest in Ireland, in America, in England, in Scotland.
Dungloe is an area that's cut off by roads and by just the geographics of the whole thing. It's cut off from the rest of the country. So the Mary from Dungloe Festival sort of puts Dungloe on the map.
Is the competition for the Mary the most important part?
Well, it's the central theme of the festival. It's what the festival is built on, and everything else is incidental. It is a periphery, if you like, to the main theme of the festival. And this is the love story. This is the romance. This is what we fell in love with. This is what we promoted, and this is what we have today.
Right, it's just coming up on 10 o'clock. The Marys are back from their bus ride, and here at the Dome, they're about to meet the man from just down the road, you know, Kincashla, Daniel O'Donnell.
I grew up with the festival, really. I was 6 when it started in 1968. And I suppose, I mean, as a child, the big thing was the bumping cars and the fun fair. And then as I grew older, the marquee was the space of life for the couple of weeks in the summer. And then in latter years, I always wanted to be involved in the festival, you know. And in '85, Pat Gallagher asked me to do the street music and introduce the Marys, and we've been involved ever since.
They're just starting to serve the supper here. It's local seafood, it's for all the fans. Let's go and find out why they've travelled all this distance.
The reason being is that apart from Daniel's singing qualities, he has a special aura about him, which you could say is almost saint-like, which comes over in his songs. And he appeals to people from the very young to the very old.
Really, Daniel O'Donnell, he's brought us here because my wife's keep on about him. 2 was always, you see, and I've had to consent and come.
A couple of years ago, I began to tell them about the festival only because I was singing Mary from Dungloe in the show, and that year they started to come. And then I told them a little bit more, and now they're coming to see where I live because I've told them so much about it, and they're never disappointed.
Tell me about the flowers here beside you. Are they for him?
Yes, that's a rose for Daniel, yes.
You're a romantic at heart yourself, are you?
Oh, very romantic, but sure, doesn't he deserve it?
Okay.
I'd pay before I would go, and I'd roll my Mary in my arms in the town of sweet Dungloe. Thank you very much. Pamela Sharon, ladies and gentlemen.
The Mary from Monaghan, who you may remember told me about her appendix, Paula O'Reilly, was crowned Mary from Dungloe on Sunday night.